Hey everyone. So for this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about run-pass options and how you can use a count system to take advantage of a defense based on the number of defenders that are in the box. I primarily learned about this concept. I can't remember the source actually, but it was from Urban Meyer. I know this is something he likes to use in his offenses a lot. It's a very simple method. I really like it. It makes sense. Um, and it provides a really simplified way for allowing your quarterback to make good post-snap decisions when running a run-pass option. Now, just to rehash quickly, a run-pass option is a play that has the option to become a run or a pass after the snap. So the offensive line and the backs will typically execute a running play while the receivers execute a passing play. And the quarterback, based off his post-snap reads, will decide which play to run. The box is anything that's pretty much over the tackles and inside. So technically this area right here could be considered the box. So when running run-pass options, offenses can count the number of defenders in this box and use that to help make decisions about which plays to run. So if you want to run the ball in football, an important rule is you always want a hat on a hat. A hat on a hat means for every defender they have, you've got a blocker to account for that defender. So if we're starting off with a basic spread set, you have 5 offensive linemen, 4 wide receivers, quarterback, running back. Now if you wanted to run a running play to your running back, that leaves up here in this box 5 blockers. So if you want to run the ball, you want to make sure that you can block everyone in that box. So what offenses will do, or a quarterback will do, or what they'll be taught to do, is to count the number of defenders in the box. How many defenders, how many linebackers, how many defensive linemen, or how many players are simply in the area that we have to account for if we're going to run the ball. So if we wanted to run an inside zone to the left, or any sort of running play, we're going to count. So if we look here, this box has 5 defenders in it. 4 linemen, or 4 players on the line. I wouldn't even say they were linemen. They are just 4 defenders on the line and 1 player at a linebacker depth. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 linemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means I can go ahead and run the ball because I can account for everybody. So let's say there was a zone. All right. Everyone steps play side, blocks their guy. All right. I can run this. I got a hat and a hat for everybody. So the players you want to be conscious of as a quarterback or as a coach are these nearest defenders. These are typically the guys that make the reads more cloudy. Are they in the box? Are they not? Depending on where on the field, are they on the wide side of the field, the boundary side of the field? Their position is going to determine a lot when using a system like this. So let's say we have a run-pass option where inside zone's the run. On this side, we'll run a basic hitch screen. And on the back side, double slants. This is what's really fun about run-pass options is that you can get really creative with the things you do. You can run a concept over here, and a run concept in the box. So let's now decide that our play is going to be a hitch screen right, double slants with the inside zone. All right. So the running back in the line, for all they know, it's inside zone. They're going to do everything as if the ball's being handed off. The running back thinks he's going to get the ball. The offensive line is going to execute the running play. They are not concerned about going downfield. Like for this guy, for example, usually because the pass plays off run pass options are quick, very quick hitting pass plays. So if the ball is thrown, the play often happens so quickly the lineman can't get downfield in time, or the refs simply never see it. So now back to the count. We're good here, but now let's say this defense runs more like a 4-2-5 with 1 high safety. All right. So now they're going to run something like this. All right, that old 4-2 look. So now let's say we want to run inside zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenders. So now we have to do something here. We can't block him with these guys to run. So we could throw the ball, but you have 2-on-2 and 2-on-2, so you still have a pretty nice matchup. But so what the offenses will do is they'll read this guy. They'll either read the extra man here, meaning, or what a lot of teams will do is run your typical zone read. So you'll make an adjustment, all right, and now you've got your zone read set up. Quarterback can make a call at the line to alert the offensive line to, hey, instead of doing this on inside zone, we're now going to double team and climb to this backer. We're going to read him. And now it just becomes a basic zone read. The quarterback will read the defensive end. If he rushes upfield at all, he hands off to the running back. We run inside zone like normal. If he crashes and chases the running back, quarterback's going to pull the ball. And here's, again, you can do a lot of things here. You can have him throw the hitch screen, or because it's 2-on-2, you can even add a third component, actually make this like a triple option, where the quarterback will pull and run the ball, and if he crashes, then you can throw it out here. All right? So, again, lots of flexibility with these run-pass options. So, the rule is if you have 5 blockers, you run against 5, read 6. Run against 5, read 6. Now let's say the defense really wanted to load that box. And they put 7 defenders in the box. They are taking away the run. They do not want you going up the middle. So now this creates a really serious dilemma. So now we still have inside zone. We have our 5 blockers, but we have 2 extra defenders. We can read one because we know with our 5 versus 5 read 6 rule, we can read him. But how can we account for this guy? That usually goes to the quarterback. So at the start of the play, if the quarterback sees that they are overloaded by 2 defenders and they can't block everyone, they can read one, but they can't read 2, the quarterback will then often be taught by coaches to make a decision. Either execute the traditional run-pass option, or simply throw the ball right away over here to one of these slants. So the quarterback will just look at this guy before the snap, and he has to basically make an instinct decision. Is he close enough that he'll blow up the running play, or is he far enough away that he won't be big enough of a threat, or vice versa? He's in this box, he's going unblocked. Can I throw this slant before he can get out there after the snap? If he thinks he can, the quarterback will just take the ball and throw it straight to the slant right away. If he thinks that they can still run the play, then he hands off. It's all up to the quarterback. So that's a difficult thing that quarterbacks need to be taught to do. It's very hard for especially a younger high school age quarterback to be able to make those decisions. It requires a lot of game planning and a lot of filming and a lot of familiarity with the opponent to know what sort of assignments this guy may do. For example, if they know he's going to blitz a lot when they get this look, he might know to throw the ball. Whereas if it tends to be mostly a bluff where he goes back into coverage, the quarterback will be more likely to execute the run pass option. So that's what it would look like with a 5-man offensive line. So now we're going to change it up a little bit and do one. So I said 5-on-5, read 6, and then for 7 you got to make a decision. So now we'll do 6 blockers. This is a very common formation to run pass options out of. Not very many big college teams don't use this formation today. So the same rules apply. If you can get a hat on hat or a blocker for everybody, you simply hand the ball off. Right? So we'll start back at the beginning. Can we get a hat on everybody? So we now have 6 blockers. Let's say we wanted to run inside zone again with, just inside zone, a basic inside zone. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defenders in the box. We know we can run all day. So typically the ball would be handed off. Let's see over here we do bubble screen this time. The backside slant. All right, if they do a 6-man box, it's like a 3-3 stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get a hat on hat, so we can run inside zone at this. Let's say we do this. All right. Again, we're running inside zone left, just for an example. I'm using inside zone a lot because it's arguably the most commonly used play for teams that use run pass options. It's very simple. It doesn't matter how many blockers you have in the box. It's very adaptable and flexible, which is good for those spread formations where you don't get a lot of blocking help. All right. So now we have a hat and a hat. So then we would read the seventh man in the box, which would be this guy right here. I'm going to put him a little closer there. All right. So now we're going to key the extra defender. All right. So if he starts to cheat in the box and give us that extra help and starts to load the box with 7 defenders, whether he lines up in their pre-snap or he rushes hard right off the snap, the quarterback can simply pull the ball and throw your bubble screen. Whereas if he kind of sits still, we'll run the ball up and we'll run the ball. We don't got to worry about him. Now let's say they do load the box. Let's do like a 3-4 look here. All right. So now we've got 7 defenders for 6 blockers. Again, we have to make another decision. All right. Same deal. I actually made a mistake there. So a 6 for 6, you run the ball, and you key that 7th defender. He's the nearest threat. So basically when I was out here, he's still in the same situation here. But again, you can throw your bubble screen. You can run your quarterback keep. You can also do that where the quarterback keeps the ball and we'll read that corner or the safety, and if they fly up, throw a fade route. So you'll see run pass options ran mostly from the gun, but you can't really do them from under center unless it was all pre-snap. So we'll do one example like that and we'll be done. So we have 5 versus 5, read 6, make a decision against 7. If you have 6 blockers, it's 6 versus 6, read 7, make a decision on 8. Let's say we had a big formation like this, and this would give us 7 blockers. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with that fullback. So if we can get a hat on a hat on everybody, we can run the ball or run the play that's called. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, let's do another inside zone to the left. All right. All right, everyone is accounted for. So now, but since you're under center, you can't really make a post-snap read because in order to hand the ball off, the quarterback has got to turn around. So now it's pretty much a pre-snap read. So 7 versus 7, read 8. Let's say they wanted to load the box and do that. You can't really do anything about that 8th man. However, let's say you have a curl here called and a curl here called. You can make a decision. You know these backs are coming out of the way, so they're going to get out of the quarterback's way. So if they see the overshift like that, and they got an 8-man box, they know they're outnumbered. But look how wide open everything becomes out here. So the quarterback can just decide post-snap and throw that hitch. I'm pointing to this hitch because now look at that safety rolled over all this space that's up here. So that's sort of how you use run-pass options, or that's sort of how you count defenders in a box to run pass options. If you have a hat on a hat for everybody, you can run the play called. If you're overloaded by one defender, you can simply read him. You can throw off the read. You can have a quarterback run the ball off the read. And again, if he doesn't attack the running play, you can hand off for the running play. And then let's say if you're overloaded by 2 defenders, then you need to make a decision. Can I just simply throw away from that defender, or is he far enough away where he's not going to blow up a running play before we get a good game? Hope that makes sense for you. If you have any questions, please post below. Have a good one.